Hi everyone, it's Leah and welcome to the first episode in my series of music business K-pop. So for this first section we're going to be talking about K-pop album sales, and so the article I want to talk to you about today is an article that was actually released just this morning about the newly debuted K-pop group X1. So they released their album Quantum Leap on August 27th, and by August 30th, the physical album surpassed 416,000 copies as recorded by the Hanteo chart, which sets a new record for the new released sales of a debut album by a K-pop group. So as of September 2nd, which is today, Quantum Leap has gone to surpass 500,000 copies sold as recorded by Hanteo chart. It's therefore achieved the highest first week sales of a debut album by a K-pop artist. The previous record was set by Kang Daniel, who sold 466,000 copies just a few weeks ago. Now, what I want to talk about is how do they achieve such high sales in the first week? They're not from a major company, so how do they get this much popularity? Well, they are actually a survival group from Mnet's show Produce 101 series. This is, I believe, the 4th season of the show. And so what the show is it's a survival program that airs on TV in Korea, and the show is posted on YouTube for the international fans to view and watch. And how the survival program works is basically 101 trainees come in, and each week they do different, they perform covers of other groups, they do singing, dancing, rapping, all that kind of thing, and then they get eliminated based on the number of votes they receive from both fans and I believe from the judges. Now, what this does is, because it's a survival program and because it's available for both international and Korean fans, a lot more people are going to watch it. Also, because it's a survival program, you also have, it's a bit of reality in there too, so fans get attached to these trainees and continue watching to watch them grow better, and they want to watch them debut, and they want to just keep supporting their favorite one. When I was in Korea actually around the same time this show was going on, and I remember walking in the subway and you would see all these posters of these trainees for Produce 101, and they would have all these messages from fans posted on them wishing them to debut and wishing them well and all that stuff. So that really gains a lot of popularity for both the show and for these trainees who want to debut. So that already gets them a lot of fans, which will increase the album sales. And secondly is because the trainees that result from this, they have the most votes, and they have oftentimes they have the most number of fans, not always, but they seem to be really popular. And when you're talking about 101 people to start with, the most popular ones of those, they have to have a lot of fans, and that's a lot of people to buy the album. Also, through the survival program, fans already know what these trainees sound like, and so it gives fans kind of a preview to see what the singers, what the trainees, what they sound like. And therefore, if you're kind of going to like the sound or not, because, oh, I like this trainee, I like his voice, so I'm going to support him when he debuts, so I'm going to buy the album because I want to hear him sing. Of course, the goal is to support the entire group, not just one particular member, but I mean, even if you're supporting one particular member, you still might buy the full album. So anyway, that's my take on this article, and so that's why I think they have such a high album sale. Also, one more thing I wanted to mention is most of the time their contracts, so when K-pop idol groups debut, they have a contract with their company. For the survival program, because these are trainees from all different companies, they don't have as long of a period to which they can be a group, so it's kind of a temporary group. However, for this group, X1, this season, their contract actually lasts for 5 whole years, which is a lot longer than the previous. I think like 2 years was the other few. And so that also, is more of a reason for fans to want to invest in them, because they're not just going to be gone in 2 years. They have 5 whole years, which is quite a while to be promoting, even for any K-pop group. So anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you'll stay tuned for the next part, where we'll continue on to talk about another thing about album sales. Who knows? I may talk about the Kang Danielle, who recently had the record for the highest first week sales of any debut group or album. So that's all for today. I'll see you guys next week.